So break your neck. What's that song? That
I don't know.
Who is that? Busta Rhymes. Just bob your head into your stomach. Break your neck.
Oh, that sounds super
You know
familiar.
that song? It's Busta Rhymes.
I don't know.
Busy Busta. That's not a
nope.
nickname he has.
It isn't. We're also on.
We're on the air.
Always.
Live with 30ish Shay and Bree. Here we are together again.
Always on. Whatever.
Always on this podcast.
Always on this podcast.
Because we could never do this alone. Never. And we never want to.
Never.
Well, hello there.
Hello.
We still need to fix our drink, Shay.
Oh, we haven't gotten there yet. So we made a Bay Breeze. It's like a sea breeze, but like swampier.
And more like your
Yeah.
freshman year of college.
Yeah, it's pretty
In an fucking what are those? A Gatorade fucking thing?
It's
Cooler.
Oh, you mean like a jungle juice? Yeah.
Kind of reminds me.
Well, I used to drink this drink. It was like dragon fruit vodka with just like usually like a cranberry juice.
Oh my
and
God.
my friends and I used to call it a Capri Fun. And that's kind of like
perfect.
a twist on this, but this also has pineapple juice in it. But this
is an actual drink though, a Bay Breeze.
this Capri was not as fun as I remember it being. Let me just say it like that.
My friend Kelly made up a nickname for me one time, and it was Capri Sun.
I like it. Why? Why
Because
Capri
my
Sun?
name's Bree, and
I'm a dummy.
it's like Capri, but it's Bree.
Oh, I just thought she likes.
It's
the
like a
sunshine.
pun, Shay. It's like a fucking pun.
Okay. Stop
Oh,
yelling at me.
I was supposed to back up.
It's okay. No,
I'm
it's
gonna
fine.
practice backing up when I yell, guys. So sorry that I always yell at you guys when you least expect it. Whew. Hopefully, I don't cause any crashes.
You know, this is when you know you're 30ish. Is like when it's like drinking a fucking sugar block, and you're just like, I can't do this.
Yeah, this is.
We're gonna cut it with some Topo Chico, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're taking a big chug, and then we're gonna put Topo Chico and lemon in it.
Yeah. It's not even that
magically
strong.
delicious.
Yeah, that's must
Wait,
be
what's
what
the-
the leprechaun's piss tastes like.
Is there a
Jesus
Capri
Christ.
Sun jingle, or it was just like the fucking like?
No, it was
they
just
like oozed into that clear Alex Mack liquid.
Yeah.
Remember that show?
I remember that one. Alex
That's
Mack.
a fucking throwback.
Secret World of Alex Mack.
Hoback throwback, because Alex Mack was a girl.
Well, I'm gonna call this the.
She probably a
Speaking
hoe.
of hoe, just the airport Hojo.
Oh yeah,
we're just as down and dirty.
I forgot. You guys, we renamed this drink.
called
We're gonna stop talking about the drink, I promise.
Yeah.
Because I need to tell you about my cool story.
Yes.
Anyway, we renamed it the Airport Hojo, which is after our favorite movie, Drop Dead Gorgeous, which we were maybe gonna watch tonight, but we don't know if we're gonna be able
I'll have
to
to
anymore.
see if I can find it. It might be at my friend Michaela's house. We'll have to see.
Oh gosh, Michaela.
I know she has it. She doesn't.
Michaela, if you hear this, come to Shay's right now. Oh wait, this isn't live.
No, sure isn't.
Hey, we're pulling back the curtain, guys. This isn't the live show.
God damn it!
Anywho,
All right.
Airport Hojo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you about my story today.
Well, wait, which one? Well, there was a story you were telling me earlier. I'm like, you should wait to talk about that.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
What other story?
I
were
thought you
you
just
talking
meant
about?
your story in general for topics. Okay.
No, we're not talking about topics yet.
Okay.
We're talking about my quick story.
Tell us.
It's probably too hyped up now, so you're probably just gonna have to edit this out.
No, it's fine. But I'm on the edge of my seat.
So, me and my brother today were doing a fuck ton of yard work around this property that we're going to be building an event center
Very cool.
type thing at. Anyways, so we were cleaning up around there, and my it's an old farmhouse property, so there's like a farmhouse and like a couple other old farm buildings and weird shit, and
Right.
Anyways,
Cool.
so we're cleaning up, and my little brother finds this little like old dog tag, and it says Jake on it, and we used to have a dog named Jake.
And I was like,
And he
so
lived
that's
out there.
where your dog was buried.
And then I was like, no shade, my dog Jake was not buried there. And then I was like, but anyways, let's go on with the story to see why that's a little weird.
Okay.
So we're like, oh my God, our dog's tag is right here. That's fucking crazy. How weird. He died like, I don't know, like 8 years ago.
What kind of dog was it? Not that it matters.
He was a rat terrier.
Oh.
And his name was Jake.
Cute.
He was funny. And he got attacked by coyotes like multiple times when we lived in California. And sometimes he'd be missing for like 2 days and he'd come back and his neck was like fucking torn apart.
How
and
long did
would
he
always
live
survive.
till?
He was like 10.
Oh, so how did he die?
But we had to put him down.
Why?
Because he kept biting people.
Because he was like, "Don't touch me."
Yeah, because he was freaked.
I don't blame him.
He would like bite people that would like come to the property.
Yeah, don't blame him.
And like,
like, it looks
people
like a
would
coyote.
had to come to the property.
Yeah, don't blame him.
And it was.
They're like, it's probably.
And my
best.
parents don't believe in leaving their dogs inside, so they had to put him down.
Well, I get it. That sucks though, but
Which is fucking weird. Anyway, that's Jake.
He lived a good life.
He did. He actually bit my friend Parker on the eye one time because he was
On the
fucking
eye?
with him while he was sleeping. So I was like, dude, he's been attacked by coyotes. He is a fucking beast of a little tiny rat terrier dog. Yeah. Like my dad said he saw him one time literally facing off with a coyote. Like my dad literally saw that.
Those rat terriers are like
yeah,
big as a
they're
cat,
not.
right?
They're like a Jack Russell Terrier size. Like
right.
that's how
they're
big
like
they
a little
are.
bit bigger than my cat over there.
He was crazy. He also used to always he would also go to our neighbor's house who had a chihuahua and they were like girlfriend, boyfriend. And these people that lived at this house that he would run to would always like bring him into the house and like feed him and stuff. So it was like, we weren't allowed to bring him inside. Of course he's going to stay at their house. And then like, we'd have to call them and be like, is our dog at your house? They're like, oh yeah, he's just hanging out in our living room.
Joe may come back there.
We're like, can you call us if he comes over there? Thanks. I'm sorry.
We like him.
They're probably like, they're like, I think he likes us better than you, obviously, which he probably did.
Well, because he got to be inside?
He had to be inside and he had a little girlfriend chihuahua.
Oh,
over
yeah.
there.
He had a little
And
bitch.
they were like best
Literally.
friends. Yes, he had a bitch.
Oh, that's cute.
Over there.
I like it. Okay, so anyway,
Okay, so we found this fucking dog tag that says Jake on it. So we're like, it's our fucking dog tag? Our dog's tag? Blah, blah,
you're
blah.
like, Dad!
I
And
know.
he's like, let me make you some sandwiches.
What did we find? Yeah, seriously. It'd be like when I found out my bunny wasn't run over by a car, but instead my dog ate my bunny. Anyway,
What?
That's a different story.
Dude,
I have a weird pet life. Maybe I just have weird karma.
No, it's okay. Like, again, like my pets, I always thought that my cats didn't live past the age of 6 because they would just get eaten by snakes. And I'm like, Buddha, you're still here. I live in Texas. They wouldn't get eaten by them, but they would probably get bit and then they would probably die of got poisoned. And,
Oh my god.
yeah, it'd be little snacks for the owls. But yeah.
Oh my god.
Anyway.
Oh my god, Jake. So then my little brother's like looking at it more. He's like, whose phone number is this? I was like, that has to be our old phone number, Austin. Duh.
You're so
You
stupid.
dummy. And then he turns around, he's like, this says McCoy on the back, which was like the people that owned the house before we did.
I love his
I
detective
was like-
skills compared to your detective
Yeah, I was like,
skills.
oh my god, my dog. I was just like, this is a sign that
like,
we need
pre
to
on
thank
it.
Jake for his
You
time
need
in
to
our
calm the
lives.
fuck down. This isn't even our fucking animal.
And then he was like, yeah. And I was like, that's fucking weird that they had a dog named Jake too. And that we just found their dog tag. And now I'm thinking, fuck, is that dog buried right there?
That's super uncommon.
It was
name of
under a
Jake.
porch.
Oh no!
So maybe it fell down the porch?
fell
and it
down.
had a
It's
chip
not like
in
a
it.
well. I mean, it's not.
Well, it could fall through a crack.
How big were the cracks?
It was an old ass porch. It's a fucking over 100-year-old farmhouse, Shay.
All right.
It's a cracky ass old rickety porch that we actually took
Okay.
out. So we were cleaning up around it.
So did you see the skeleton of it or just the tags?
I didn't see any skeletons. You're the
Okay.
one that said maybe something's buried there.
Well, I was asking.
No, I didn't. Thank
Okay.
the Lord Jesus. But I'm going to have to go dig there tomorrow to find out.
Go find his little bones.
What's this little femur?
Femur.
Phoebus?
Why don't you-
Whose Phoebus is this?
What?
Oh, there we go. Sorry, I just yelled in
Nope,
your ear.
you're fine.
I'm so sorry,
I
guys.
turned you down already. It's okay.
Oh, you did.
So anyway, well, that was
That
you
was
know,
a dumb story.
No, it wasn't dumb. It was about what you did this week. Way more exciting than what I did this
Which
week.
was literally today.
Well,
So-
that's okay. It's more interesting what I did.
That was
which
my what I did this week.
Nothing.
You didn't do anything?
No.
Exciting?
I just prepared for my little topic. No, I'm
excited to hear about your stuff.
We do like an annual, a weekly. Me and my friends Rosie and Michaela and Jess.
You watched Drop Dead Gorgeous?
No, we watched The Bachelor together.
You watched The Bachelor? I
it's-
never knew that.
No,
about
let me
you.
just say that. Let me just say this about that. I
Okay,
talk
yeah.
over The Bachelor, and the rest of them tell me to shut the fuck up. No, it's hilarious, and we and they don't tell me to shut the fuck up. We all laughed. We're watching it because it's so fucking stupid, and it's funner to watch it.
And ridiculous.
It's funner. It's better to watch it together and just laugh. Whatever. We have great drinking games, and it's a good time.
Oh, yes. That sounds awesome.
It's fun. You should come.
I would love to.
You should 1000% come.
As long as it's not like, oh my God, Jessica really needs to get it together and be with Ronnie.
No, we're just like, these bitches are all so
They're so
fucking
horrible. But they're all
stupid.
fake, right?
Oh, they're all fake. So no, we're making fun of it. We're not sitting there being like,
good.
like, I wonder who he's gonna give the rose to.
It's just like the most ridiculous premise.
Yeah, and
And
actually,
it's like billions.
yeah, and Rosie's
of dollars.
Rosie's
$1 billion.
cousin actually is an assistant producer on the show, so she kind of has like some intel on it. So her cousin is the producer that gets to plan all the dates. So it's kind of cool to kind of. So she'll.
That's
so
dope.
it's pretty cool. So
That would be so fun.
right. I was like, dude, your sister or your cousin has such a cool fucking job.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
That's a cool job. Like
I think that.
when I was associate producing, I
probably
did
gets paid
not
real well, too.
I did not get that. I did not have that kind of a job. It was not that fun. Yeah,
yet.
not yet. Well, I mean, when I was associate producer for other shit, no, that was.
no.
That's a pretty cool job for an AP.
That is sweet.
Anyway, moving on. What'd you roll?
You want to move to LA?
God no, I wouldn't survive. I know I wouldn't survive. I'd be like,
I love to
hey,
visit.
do you want to look at my resume? And they're like, you can go fuck yourself.
No, they wouldn't.
They would. I know it. I'm not stupid. That's why I'm here in Colorado.
That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Also, this Topo Chico added with the lemon
Is
a
it better?
lot better.
Okay, let me just spill that sucker
To our
out.
fucking jungle juice airport. This is literally an airport Hojo.
This is an airport Hojo right here. Well, you just take some spritzer and you put it on top, and that's an
AKA
airport Hojo.
AKA Airport Howard Johnson.
Airport, yes, exactly.
It's a line from Drop Dead Gorgeous.
You definitely should tag Howard Johnson in this.
I know.
There's like
I
3
need to
left.
start writing down all my tags because I always
There's like,
forget
oh,
them.
that is actually now it's like refreshing.
I know. It's really good.
Except I got it.
Okay. Here we go.
It's super lemony. Okay, so what did you roll?
I rolled food.
Okay, what are you gonna be
Which-
talking about today?
Today.
Do I just give you a mirror?
Yeah, because I'm going to talk about myself.
Bree was super concerned that she was.
I'm
going to
talk about my
narcissist.
life as a chef. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
No, you're gonna talk about some bomb ass places you went to go eat.
Yes.
Yeah?
So I celebrated my birthday, my 31st birthday this last week. And
You're
I went,
officially 30ish.
and me and my wonderful boyfriend, Christopher Carmel.
Rub it in.
I'm
I'm sorry. I'm drunk.
It's fine. I'm my horrible boyfriend, Christo Carmel. Just kidding.
He has a mustache and he ties girls to train tracks. It's horrible.
He doesn't do that. Anyways, Christopher Carmel. He and I went to Denver, and for my birthday and his birthday, it was like December 28th. We decided we would just fucking live it up in Denver, stay at some nice swanky hotels because Chris gets a sweet discount with the place he works at right now. It's a Sage Hospitality hotel restaurant, and Sage Hospitality has a bunch of like cool boutique hotels all over the country.
Awesome.
So he gets a sweet discount, and we also got a free stay one night. So we were like, let's fucking just go live it up and eat a bunch of really good food and just stay in cool hotels
Awesome.
for our birthday celebrations. So we did that, and
What
so
an adult thing to do.
I know, I felt really adult, and it was really fucking nice.
I like it.
It was nice.
It's nice to
I
be
still
nice.
want to party with my friends, but
Oh, we're going to.
but yeah, so I'm gonna tell you guys all about my food adventure in Denver
I like it.
and shout out some of the places I got to go to and talk a little bit about the food that I ate and hopefully make you drool
Oh, I'll drool.
onto
Even
your
after I ate
steering wheel
a
or
ridiculous amount of canes.
yourself, whatever you're doing.
Just in general.
Yourself.
Just mostly yourself.
I was drooling when I was like writing about some of this stuff. I was like, oh my God, that was so good.
Yeah?
I love food.
Well, I hope so.
fuck
You're a
was that?
chef. It was, I think you bumped your phone.
I did. Oh, it moved. Oh, it
Don't freak me out like that right now.
Ghosts.
Don't.
Just kidding. Speaking of ghosts, when I was driving into Shay's parking fucking lot today, she was like running out of her. She was running she was like prancing out of her.
I know. I thought you were watching
house.
me, so I thought I was being
I was
adorable.
watching you, and I thought you were a ghost. I thought you were like an apparition, not because you're like ghostly white, but you were. It was just like
brownest Mexican in all the land, I guess.
you are. You're not. Shay, you are ghostly white. No, I'm just kidding. You're
I am.
Anyways, I thought Shay was a fucking like phantom because I can't see apparently, even with my glasses. / I'm just very skittish. Anywho,
A deer. A female deer.
actually, sometimes you aren't very skittish because you get hit by a car all the time, and it's like there's a fucking car coming and bright lights.
We
Why
forgot.
don't you be more skittish? Anyways, what'd you roll? Shay, what are you
I
doing?
rolled paranormal. Speaking of things that look like ghosts, me. I'm
ghostly
an actual.
white.
I'm just gonna talk about my history. Oh, also about my history. In a couple of weeks, I'll be getting my freaking DNA results, so we'll know how Hispanic I actually
What if
am.
you roll? You're gonna roll history that week.
And I'll give the whole.
Wait, when do you get it?
In a couple weeks. It says like 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay. Well, I predict that you will be rolling history
Do you think so?
for
gonna,
your
like-
family, and then you'll have to talk about your family history, and then the history of the lands that
There's
you're
not
from.
enough time. The lands that I'm from, it's a melting pot, dude.
This land is your land. This land is my
That was my
land.
favorite elementary school song. Anyway, so I rolled paranormal, and I'll be talking a little bit about that. But I'm not going to tell you yet. It's not a monster this time.
The chupacabra. Did anyone Google anything about the chupa? The chupacabra? Find
the
any
same-
deeper info?
Right?
Let us know if you did.
Anyway,
Tell
shall
us.
we get into this?
Post about
God
it.
damn it.
Just
Okay.
kidding. Yes, we should. And yes, we will right after this short message. Short message. Okay. Wait, I'm not ready.
Well, we're rolling.
God damn it. I'm not prepared. Food. Presented by Brie Filemeyer.
I like it.
Don't find me. You won't be able to spell my last name. Okay. And except if you can.
It's
okay.
German for what the fuck. Yeah.
Probably. Actually, I think it's German for a person that files. A Meyer is a fucking worker. And file. One time I googled it, and FEIL is file.
1 minute. How do you spell your last name?
FEILMEIER. Fuck, I just told everyone how to spell my last name. You better edit that out, Shay. You better bleep that out. Can you do that?
From all of our 4 listeners that they're
Can
going
you
to
just go like, can you just put elevator music
yes, I will put
into that?
elevator music. Jesus Christ.
Joking. Shay.
But go ahead. Keep going. Just keep talking.
Okay. I started my birthday on my day of birth, January 16th, 2020.
God damn it. There's literally not enough tape.
Okay, so first on my food adventure was to the restaurant Olivia, and it is a brand new restaurant that was just opened in Wash Park of Denver. Have you ever been around Wash Park, Shay?
A little bit,
It's a
but
cool area.
yeah.
It's like, I forget what streets it's on. Fuck. Just Google it, okay? Olivia Pasta.
Okay.
So, it actually was it opened in what used to be called Cafe Marmont.
Marmont.
I'm not fucking French, okay?
Oh,
I'm German. We just made that clear.
Are you sure you're barely German?
Yeah,
But it's fine.
half German. Shay.
Okay. Well, maybe when my tests come back, I'll be more German than you.
Doubt it, bitch. Just kidding.
Was it last? Never mind.
Anyways,
Keep going.
Okay,
Jesus Christ.
so Olivia Pasta is in Wash Park, and it's owned by a man named Austin Carson, Heather Morrison, and my friend Ty Leone.
Oh.
He is the chef there, and he they actually all own a restaurant called Bistro Georgette, which is like a quick service, like French kind of cuisine.
They like the
The names? Holy shit! What do they like? They like the name.
No, I just tried to translate it, and it loosely translates to bargain. Your last name.
Are you fucking kidding me? No. I was a bargain when we were sold in the market. What? How come I've never seen that? Where did you... Okay, your screen is fucked up. I can't see.
Sorry.
My last name means bargain?
Is that right? Is that how you spell it?
Yeah. A bargain Meyer. So a bargain, like a... We're bargainers.
You're the best.
I guess
bargainers.
we're barterers. We're
Yeah.
bargain.
There you go. That's
that
good.
makes sense.
That makes sense.
My dad literally bargains everything down.
There you be.
Literally
Staying true to
never
his
takes
roots.
anything at fucking surface
Staying
level.
true to his roots.
Yes, you are. I wish I was recording that.
I know.
You doing that. Okay.
Okay, go on. Sorry. Go
Okay.
on.
Olivia Pasta.
I'm sorry.
So my friend Ty owns it, and me and Chris went to college with Ty.
Okay.
At Johnson Wales University. He's a JWU alum. JWU, what's up?
Jesus. Taking all my money.
Oh, forever. Forever. Oh, they already got their money.
Yeah.
It's just the other people and the fucking interest going to them.
Jesus.
Johnson Wales didn't fuck us. The loan company did.
It's true.
Anyways.
Keep going.
So...
45
we went to
hours
JWU,
later.
home of the Wildcats, all of us
Which doesn't
together.
make any sense because, like, all of their stuff had, like, a griffin on it, which didn't make any sense.
Yeah, we should have been Gryffindors.
And they're like,
but
no, you're
whatever.
this tiny little kitty cat. And we're like, fuck off.
Yeah, you're this, like, dumb cat that has a jersey on, and his name is Willie.
Yeah.
Cool, JWU.
Wildcat. Pretty much
Home
like a feral
of-
cat.
Yeah, he did.
It's not even a bobcat. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
No, he's a Willie cat.
He's a willy cat.
A wiener cat.
He's a wiener cat.
Okay, back to this fucking... Sorry. Okay, so...
I'm listening.
I forgot where I was.
Great.
So Cafe Marmont, where it actually was a restaurant in Telluride at first, and it was like a successful restaurant called La Marmont in Telluride for like 20 years, and so then they opened in Wash Park in 2015, I think. But
Nice.
then, so anyways, so Ty, this woman, Heather, and Austin, they all work together at a place called Mizuna, which is, I think I told you, a Frankie Bonanno restaurant, which
Right.
I actually, yeah. And they opened Bistro Georgette, which is in Avanti. Have you ever heard of that in
No.
Denver? It's like in the Highlands area, and it's like a bunch of different like food stalls, it's called.
I know of that place, yeah. The Highlands.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they have Bistro Georgette is in there.
Right.
And they have really delicious, yummy French food.
That's pretty badass.
And so they took over Cafe Marmont, and then after they did that, they like they took it over for a couple months, I think, and then they turned it into this restaurant Olivia, which is now an Italian restaurant.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah. So let's talk about the food, shall we?
Okay, let's do it.
So here's what we ordered. And so first of all, the restaurant is like on the corner of a street in a really cool little neighborhood in Denver, like in Wash Park area, which is an awesome, really hip, like lots of cool stuff over there. Oh
don't
my
you
God.
knock that fucking shit over.
Almost knocked my drink over. Take a sip.
Sip it up.
And we walk in. They immediately knew who we were. Obviously, we just felt so special.
You're like,
because I told my friend Ty, I was like, so they had opened the restaurant on Tuesday, and I was like, Ty, is there any way like you have any open reservations on Thursday? Because I would love to come into your restaurant. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, done. So we sat right when you walk in, there's like a table around like this little table. There's a table. Anyways,
there's a table.
We sat at a table, and it was like right across from the kitchen, like the opening to the kitchen. So we get to see Ty in action and see things coming out of the kitchen, all the food coming out of the kitchen. So that was cool. And so we ordered, and then he brought us out so much more. He brought us out like more food than we ordered, of course. So we were like the most happily
fed people,
incredibly stuffed people, and that was maybe the most full I've ever been in a very long time.
All right.
Anyways, so let's just talk about what we ate. So we ordered, the menu also is awesome. You guys should definitely look it up online, and definitely go if you can. But, so we ordered the seared foie gras, and if you guys don't like that, you probably would like this. Okay. You can't, like, it wasn't some people think that can be kind of funky or like just kind of weird texture. Sometimes it can have like veins in it, and that's if like people don't clean them and stuff like that. But this was beautiful and great.
Yeah, I just can't do the texture of pate. Mm-hmm. I mean, I tried it, and even like when you had the mushroom pate at Vino, we forgot to talk about that too. How I don't like to. It doesn't matter. Okay. That one, I don't know why I could kind of tolerate that a little bit more. Like when we went to Estes, and we had, what was that pate made out of?
Chicken liver.
And I don't know why that one I was just like, and it wasn't that it was made out of chicken liver. I could have cared less, but there was just something weird about the texture that I just doesn't stomach.
Foie gras is just so much fattier. And
yeah, I might like that.
You probably would.
Yeah.
Anyways, let me tell you what this came with. Shall I?
I do like fatty and yummier. That's my Tinder profile.
It came with bacon and Madeira jus. So Madeira, if you don't know what that is, it's a fortified wine. That means it's a wine that you add like some sort of distilled spirit to. So in this case, it's brandy. So it's like a brandy and wine mixed together.
Okay.
And it's like a Portuguese wine.
Okay.
And it's like caramely, nutty. It's good in different applications, and this was delicious. Like a
Snickers in a glass.
So bacon Madeira jus, so it was like a sauce. It also came with Heather's banana bread. So I guess it's Heather who owns one of the owners. It's her banana bread recipe. And it was like this delicious, incredible banana bread with the seared foie gras.
Okay.
And Madeira ice cream also came with this. And this was our appetizer.
Jesus Christ.
It was fucking amazing. And then Ty also brought out, they do like a daily like bread things or daily focaccia. And so he brought out, and it's a focaccia boule, which I've never seen a boule.
Before.
Yeah, which was fucking good.
Yeah.
And it was like herb. I think it was like an herb focaccia with like balsamic Parmesan butter. It was really yummy.
Sounds dope.
And then this was probably the foie gras everything was delicious, but one of my favorite things was his French onion arancini, which was, have you ever had a fried arancini ball? It's like a rice, like risotto-y kind of creamy ball, and it's breaded and fried, and it's like really crunchy on the outside and really soft on the inside.
Probably.
So his was, it had Gruyere like inside, and then the arancini rice and fried. And then it was sitting in a French onion bisque, which was like just this delicious sauce to dip it in.
Fuck, am I hungry? I just like.
And then it had a bunch of arugula on it. I know, I'm like drooling talking about that one. It was so good.
Bomb.
It was so good. Everything was fucking good.
Okay.
So yeah, that was our appetizers.
Jesus Christ.
Meanwhile, it's just me and Chris over here. Like, holy shit. And we're drinking a nice Pinot Noir.
Do we have a safety word?
I'm drinking a Pinot Noir, and Chris is drinking a Barbera d'Asti.
Pinot Noir is good, though.
Mm-hmm. All right, so next we ordered a cappelletti,
Ooh, what's
which was it had braised rabbit, wild mushrooms, and sauce chasseur, which is a very famous classic French sauce that's made with like white wine, mushrooms, shallots, and demi-glace, which is like a really rich, yummy sauce. So, and cappelletti is a type of pasta. It's a type of stuffed pasta. And I actually found this out today. So, first of all, it means little hats because it looks like a little hat. It's really cute.
Little hat.
And what makes it a cappelletti is that it's made with a round piece of dough and then you like fold it in half and fold it.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a tortellini of sorts.
Yeah.
But tortellinis are usually made with a square piece.
Right.
This is made with a round piece.
Oh,
Little fun
fancy.
fact about those. And they're from northern Italy. Also, I never knew that, and I've always like switched up making tortellinis with squares, shapes, or with like a circle. So really, I never knew I was making cappelletti when I was calling it tortellini.
Such
The
an ignorant.
Fuck am I
bitch.
doing with my life? I call myself a chef.
No. Just kidding.
I know now. Thanks, Ty.
Best.
You the best. And then also with that course, he brought out his risotto cacio pepe, which cacio pepe in its direct translation is cheese and pepper, and it's a classic dish in Italy, normally with pecorino romano and black pepper and like a thick noodle, kind of like spaghetti. I think it's called like trigazzola or something like that. I forgot how to call it. What do you call it? But with he makes it with Parmesan and black pepper, and he makes it into a risotto. And there's a famous chef that also makes this dish, and there's actually a really fucking cool story behind it. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Okay. And also that risotto was delicious. It was like melted in my mouth. It was like melt in your mouth, like just like
deliciousness.
It was like you could like quenelle it. It was like it was oozy.
God
like you couldn't
damn.
I don't know. It was just like
You can
it was so good and cheesy and
you
yummy.
can just make it. I mean, that just makes it sexy.
So a chef named Massimo Bottura, I probably said that wrong. He developed this dish, risotto cacio pepe, after the earthquakes that devastated the Emilia-Romagna region in Italy in 2012. You can see the story on Chef's Table if you've ever watched that show. So if you want the like real fucking in-depth story about him like saving the Parmesan industry, you should watch it. But this is like the Cliff's Notes version. So this is so I also read an article about Massimo Bottura, about what he said about the dish in Saveur magazine. And he says, I made it as a social gesture, he said. Something that featured the flavors of the region affected by the earthquake, including rice, as well as some nearly 1,000 wheels of Parmigiano Reggiano that were damaged, which would have literally devastated. So Parmesan is only made in one place, in the Parma region of Italy. And in the earthquakes, there were 1,000 wheels of Parmesan that were damaged, which is like, that's a lot of like a wheel of Parmesan is like 1,000. I don't know. It's a lot of money.
Okay.
So it's like that'd be like over $1 million loss probably.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't know, but anyways, that was a big deal. So he wanted to create a dish that would utilize rice as well as Parmesan, and so to do so, he simmered shredded Parmesan in water, creating what he referred to as called a dashi, and then he basically made the risotto with that liquid instead of like chicken broth, which what you usually make risotto with. And then basically he used rice sourced from the many small villages of the area affected by the earthquake. And the result was a simple and sumptuous dish. and it was borrowed from an iconic Roman spaghetti dish, but transformed into an Emilian symbol of hope and recovery by using Parmesan instead of pecorino and rice instead of pasta. And it was the beginning of our revolution with risotto. And that's what
Boom.
he said about it. Anyways, isn't that
It
dope?
caused a lot of chefs to cry on Hell's Kitchen.
He did?
Because it's risotto.
Oh, it did. I thought
It did.
Oh.
Not he did, no.
Oh, because they couldn't make it.
They kept burning it and throwing it away because
Oh
they couldn't figure out their lives. And you're like,
God.
you're a dumb bitch. And I was like, I can't make that, but it's
Oh
fine.
my God.
I mean, I've never tried to make it, but...
We should make risotto. It's a 30-minute process.
Well, that would be another good one for me for food. And be like, I'm going to read you these directions. And
Let's be like, all right, and keep stirring. Oh, is that dry? Okay, add liquid and keep stirring. And stir it. Keep stirring for 20 minutes.
that'd be... Really? I'd be so tired.
You stir and just add broth. And then once the broth
20
is all
minutes?
evaporated, you add broth.
For 20 minutes.
Yeah. That's why it's a labor of love, Shay. That's why those old Italian, another reason why their fucking forearms are so fucking strong. Fucking pump defense. Ah, what was that fucking drink we drank last week? Power up defense.
Power defense. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, on to food and what I ate
Okay.
for my birthday.
Got it. Got it.
So that was, so we had that. And then we had, it was our like entree course, which by
Jesus
this time
Christ.
we were like,
Kill me.
oh my God,
Tapping
thank
out.
God we only have one more thing coming because we ordered one more thing, but he didn't give us one more thing,
But
obviously.
you were like, thank God, because I'm going to die.
Oh no,
Oh.
he gave us like 3 more things. So
Oh.
just hold on. So what we did order was the veal Milanese, which we talked to Ty before. Yeah, it's veal. I ate a baby cow and it was delicious and nutritious.
I'm sure actually it was.
Actually, I
probably
don't know
tasted
if it-
probably pretty bomb.
It was really good.
Yeah.
And I don't fucking eat baby cows every day. And also we were talking to Ty before when we first got to the restaurant and asking him like, obviously this is your fucking menu, but like, what's your favorite stuff? And he was like, you have to order the veal.
Right.
And he's like, and I'll just sprinkle some stuff in there. And we're like, okay.
And they're like the left side of
Sprinkle
the menu.
dingle.
Left side of the menu. Sprinkle.
So the veal Milanese had veal jus, which is basically it was delicious.
Sounds bomb.
So it's like a veal stock that's like reduced basically, probably, and other fancy yummy things in there.
Jeez.
And it just was very simple preparation with just like lemon, shaved parm, and arugula, but like it was perfect. Especially because we were like, and also it was nice because like there's a lot of pastas, so I think like
right.
that's the purpose. Like, you don't need, just fucking arugula, lemon, and shaved parm is all you needed with it because the meat really shined through, and it was deliciously like, it was like fried, like it was really crispy on the outside, and it was just really
delicious.
yummy.
Okay.
So when we only thought we had veal Milanese left, he brought out one more thing, and it was lobster fucking spaghetti. And it was not a bad thing
so
to bring out, but we were like, oh my God. But listen to what this lobster spaghetti had on it. Lobster, mascarpone cheese, lemon, and black truffle.
Jesus Christ.
And the lobster was like perfectly buttery poached, like perfect texture, like so fucking good. We were in such pain, but we had to eat it.
Yeah.
Ty came over and was like, it's fine if you have to put some things in boxes. We're like, we're gonna have to because we're gonna die and not be able to drive home. But so yeah, we ate like half of those things.
Okay.
And then put them in a box.
Okay.
We had fridges in our fucking room, so that was
Yeah.
sweet. And then Ty was like, well, I'm bringing out dessert, so sorry. And we are like, oh my God. But you always have room for dessert.
Yeah, you always do. You're
There's
like,
always a special, it's different. It's a different spot that it hits.
right.
So
it
it's
is.
like
It's mostly my tummy,
the
ass,
other
and
heavy
thighs.
shit. Yeah, exactly. It just goes straight to my thighs, so I don't feel a thing. But I'm really glad he did because it was fucking delicious.
So what was it?
You're like, get on with it.
Just get on with it. What was it?
Bomboloni, which is like a little, basically like an Italian donut.
Yeah.
And it had brown butter pastry cream in it and brown butter sugar. And then he also brought out his lemon olive oil cake with lemon chantilly cream.
Damn.
But it wasn't like super whippy. It was like cream. It was perfect.
Chantilly
and like
blackberries.
blackberries. We were fucking stuffed.
Yeah, I bet.
We
birthday
ate like half
amazing.
the dessert and then had to box that up too. We're like, I'm sorry, but we love you. But yeah, that was awesome. So definitely check out Olivia. Look it up online. It's beautiful little place, and be like, does Ty Leone work here? My podcast friend Bree knows him. Just kidding, don't say that.
And he'll be like,
great,
God,
not
Jesus
again.
Christ, you jackasses.
He loves it, I'm sure. I don't know, but he's
That's
gonna
amazing
have to.
though. That's a great hookup.
Yeah, it was sweet. So thank you, Ty. That was a fucking great night, and your boss is delicious and sweet. Check it out. All right, next.
Good God.
We went back to our hotel, whatever. We ended up eating our desserts as soon as we got back to the hotel. We finished them.
You're like, because
it
was a long walk.
And then, yeah, it was, even though we definitely drove. It was a little walk in the cold, though. We stayed at Union Station that night in the Crawford Hotel.
Stroll to the freaking elevator.
Yes, we were like drunk off of how full we were. I was definitely a little drunk.
Yeah.
But also like at one point we were just like laughing for 5 minutes because we were so full.
Yeah.
We were just like so much food.
So much food.
It was fun though.
I love it.
So yeah, we stayed at the Crawford Hotel.
Nice.
In Union Station, which was really fun, which I want to do a history
of
on Union Station one day.
Yeah.
Which
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Because it's dope. So moving on, the next day we went to a place called Old Major for brunch. Old Major is owned by a man named Justin Brunson.
Ooh.
And he's done a lot of cool things in Denver. He actually started at a Frankie Bonanno restaurant too, way back in the day.
Damn.
And then he moved from there to start my favorite sandwich place of all time, Masterpiece Delicatessen, which technically isn't really a thing anymore.
Really? What was it?
Because they had to move locations because I don't know. But good news, guys. Masterpiece Deli is now in Old Major in Denver, so you can get all the Masterpiece Deli sandwiches at Old Major, or you can get their brunch stuff, which is also really good. But
nice.
So we went there for lunch, and that's also Chris also used to work at Masterpiece Deli and like opened one up.
He is a masterpiece, and that makes sense.
But so we had to get, since it was Masterpiece 2, we had to get some Masterpiece sandwiches. And our favorite combo of sandwiches, so we split like half and half. I get the Cubano, Chris gets the Italian. So their Cubano sandwich is the best Cubano I've ever had. Have you ever had a Cubano sandwich?
Maybe once.
It's like it's like roasted pork and then like slow roasted pork and then Swiss cheese, mustard, thinly sliced pickles on like
I think when my sister and my
bread.
mom and I went to Portland, we went to this what fucking restaurant was it? I can't remember what the fuck it was called, but it was all just pork stuff, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was amazing. It was well known in town. And I think there was a Cubano sandwich there, and it was whatever we were eating.
So
like
good.
my sister ordered for us because she's a chef too, so and we ordered like
She
a
knew what's
hodgepodge.
the-
So she was like, "We're ordering this and this and this." I'm like, "All right, just point and I will
Perfect.
do whatever you want me to do."
Yeah, Cubanos are delicious.
Yeah.
But theirs is literally like my favorite, and they put it on brioche bread, and then they press it, and it is like, oh my god, I'm drooling.
It's like what paninis want to be,
good.
aspire to be.
It's so good.
I like it.
And then Chris gets their Italian, which like they just use really quality ingredients.
Yeah, it makes
And
a difference.
like their meats that they get are just like fucking delicious. And also now Justin Brunson, who owns Old Major, owns his own fucking like meat processing like company, or not meat processing, but sorry, that's not what it is.
I know what you
Charcuterie and like deli meat company, because he
hell
started
yeah.
Masterpiece, and like they used to make everything in house in like the tiniest kitchen. Like when Chris worked there, Like if you've ever been
That's
to
awesome.
Masterpiece or know where it is, it's this tiny fucking ass kitchen, and they literally made their roast beef, they made their pork, they made their like
Everything.
everything pretty much.
That's
for the
awesome.
most part. They didn't make their capicola and all that stuff then, but now he's like gonna start integrating making all those kinds of like
It's like, I have
cured
space
meats
now,
too.
so might as
Yeah.
well do it.
He's done a lot of cool stuff. He also has a place called Royal Rooster, which is I don't know. Look
Royal
Justin
Rooster.
Brunson
That's
up.
amazing.
So yeah, we got our favorite sandwiches, and it was a delightful. And the sandwiches are also huge, so they're fucking great.
I love when I get my bang for my buck.
Yes, it was.
I'm a little thrifter.
Oh, and then they had. I forgot to tell you what I drank.
Oh,
They had
the most important part.
I really wanted beer, but I also
Really?
well, I didn't. Anyways, I got a michelada and with their like bloody mix that they have. It was with like Modelo and their own bloody mix. I love that shit. So you know my red beer weird
Just
thing,
get super full. Yeah.
which I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
No,
a lot.
that's a good taste. I just get super full.
And their bloody mix was like
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the best bloody mixes I've had in a while. So
Better
I was
than
definitely
Zing
loving
Zang?
that.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. By a lot. Yeah.
A little bit.
I'm joking. Mostly.
So after that, Shay, I wasn't done. I had to go get my favorite chocolate cake of all fucking time.
And where's that?
That's at D-Bar Desserts
Ooh, that's a
in
good
Denver. Owned by Keegan Gerhardt, which you guys might know from Food Network Challenges and the Food Network. He's on D-Bar for like years. I don't fucking know. But he's a local celebrity, I guess. Kind of.
Okay.
I don't know. He's on the Food Network. That's why I say that.
Okay.
But him and his wife own D-Bar, and it's been open like definitely since I feel like maybe 2007 or 2008.
All right.
Anyway, I didn't look it up, so sorry guys. But they have literally the best chocolate cake that I've ever had to date.
Oh. You'll probably have it. I mean, that's probably the best.
But it also is literally like it's a 3-layer cake, but it's like
Oh, yeah, girl.
like 6 inches,
Fuck yeah.
7.
That's a good cake.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And their buttercream, like ganache butter, like it's just like so fudgy and yummy. And so we got 2 pieces.
That's
of
just
that.
the best.
Oh, and then I also got a cookie, a peanut butter cup cookie.
Good. That sounds good.
And then we
It
went
would
back
have
to
been
our
better
hotel.
if you got like an oatmeal cookie, because I'm a freak. Like me some oatmeal cookies.
Yeah, so I had to go get my cake. So, got our cake, checked into our new hotel, which was at the Maven in the Dairy Block, which I'll talk about in a second. Because that wasn't our last time hanging out there, because we stayed there too. Anyways, but that night we went to a really cool cocktail bar called Death and Company, or Death and Co.
Yes.
And actually, it's a cocktail restaurant that started in New York City.
Maybe that's where I've heard
And it's
of it.
the second. Yeah, it's so apparently it is the most, according to an Amazon review
Oh.
it's actually of their like they have a cocktail book that I really want to get. It sounds fucking dope. But so according to that, Death and Co is the most important, influential, and often imitated bar to emerge from the contemporary craft cocktail movement. Since its opening in 2006, Death and Co has been a must-visit destination for serious drinkers and cocktail enthusiasts. Where'd my shit go? There we go.
You erased it all.
Fuck, now I don't know what to say. Just for cocktail enthusiasts, and it's been a winner of every major industry award.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
It's destined, yeah. So it was, they like legit had like a book. It was like called their cocktail book, like their
Okay.
menu. It was like literally like a book.
That's awesome.
And it was really like kind of old school printed, like it would like have the description of the cocktail and then like a cool little like kind of watercolory painted picture like of like it was really
very
cool. And,
hipster.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
it's in a hotel also, but it's called the Rambo Hotel, which is like
I bet you they're one of the
Hipsters.
ones that probably own, it's called the Emma Hotel in San Antonio. And it's so hipster. It just hurts. It just fucking hurts. Your
I mean,
soul.
this is definitely a hipster place, but it was fucking swanky and cool as fuck.
No, like, it was really uncool that I did not, like, what were the big bicycles back in the day where it had the one big wheel? Like, that I did not, like, come up to my valet and be like, oh, would you go park this bicycle, please? Like, with my fucking monocle. Like, that's how uncool I felt because I came up to my automobile with 4 wheels. Like, that's how hipster it was.
Oh,
But
you didn't have your horse that
the
day?
drinks were fucking bomb, and they actually had not to derail from what you're talking about, but it just sounds very similar. Where it must have been like an old brewery, so like there was a bunch of booths that were set up in like the old like silos where the where they used to brew the beer. It was actually pretty fucking cool, and it had to be for like from the 30s or 40s. It was pretty badass.
Wow, that's
when we
really
do our Texas tour, we'll stop.
Is that
by.
what we're doing for our year anniversary?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
10 weeks.
10 weeks. We better get our tickets.
Oh, we're driving, bitch. Anyways.
It's actually probably more expensive to drive than it is to freaking just get a plane ticket.
You're right. So we went there. My friend Nathan Turk, who I also went to school with, he actually does the wine program there, which unfortunately it's not known for the wine, and he knows that. But he does he's a fucking wine professional.
Yeah.
But this place is really a lot mostly about the cocktails. But we like sat in this, it's really dimly lit. There's like these giant like crystal chandeliers, like
oh, badass.
Like I don't even know what they're called, tiering chandeliers, like
3 tiers. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, it was like 3 tiered, and then it was like the fucking Beauty and the Beast chandeliers, like 6 of them in there. It's also like, it's kind of crazy because this bar is also the hotel lobby. So like people will come in and check in, but it'll be like a fucking 7 on a Friday, and it's like fucking packed in there, but it's like also the hotel lobby, which weird. I thought was kind of crazy, but also like what a dope hotel lobby if you're like going to Denver to get drunk and like hang out, like that's where you want to go. So the Rambo Hotel. This was Death & Co.
Nice.
But this is their second location, actually. They chose wonderful Denver to open their next one.
Of course they did.
And I think my friend Nate told me that they're opening another one in...
I'm surprised they didn't pick California.
I think, yep, it's L.A.
Duh.
Or they just opened one in L.A. or something. Yeah. Anyways, so Chris got a drink called The Last Man Standing. Also, again, there was like a book of cocktails. We're like, I don't even know what to pick. So we basically were like, Nathan, definitely, tell us what to get.
I'm thinking whiskey based.
Yes.
Oh, I knew it.
Bourbon, aquavit, macadamia, carrot, and bitters. It was crazy.
And was it $19?
I don't know because our bill was literally like ridiculous.
Of course it was.
So
I'm gonna be tacky.
We live like VIPs, okay?
God damn.
So yeah. It was really yummy. It was super, like, the macadamia nut with the bourbon. It was, like, kind of sweet and, like...
Yeah, I would imagine it would be.
Warming, and I don't know. It was good.
Sounds like what I want a hot toddy to be. Do you know what I mean?
With macadamia nut? Mm-hmm. Be good. And then I had 2 fashion districts.
Fashion districts. Is that just, like, a fancy way of saying, like, a cosmopolitan? Like what Carrie... Bradshaw takes. Okay.
Probably. Hey,
this is just
it was just the thing
soda.
that sounded the best. It had Irish whiskey, rye whiskey,
oh,
Cappelletti,
damn,
sweet
girl.
vermouth, agrideau, and bitters. And agrideau, I think, is like,
oh my God,
like almost like vinegary.
Guys, please look this up. It looks so hipster. It hurts.
Yeah. And it is. And you know what? Maybe shit's hipster, but at least they like do shit quality.
Whatever. It's delicious, I'm sure. It's like freaking the Emma Hotel.
Mm-hmm. It was beautiful in there. Yeah, we sat at this really fucking cool table. All the tables are different. All the seating apparatuses are different. Like different cool velvet couches. And we're sitting in like these cool low, like velvety chairs at this like round table. And then their floral arrangement things.
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite parts of the hotel. So it was like this little vase with this flower that came out like a fucking like snake,
flower.
and then it like twirled around, and then it was like just a little bulb of a flower. It wasn't even a flower yet.
Damn.
It was fucking cool. And
Jeez.
someone told me who their florist is, and I need to figure that out because it was dope. And they're number 2, obviously. Anyways,
Number
so
dos.
that was Death & Co.
Nice.
Oh, and also then they sent us out some mussels that had some of my favorite things in it. Fennel, Fresno's, aquavit, again, I guess, and smoked pecorino romano broth. It was delicious. So that was a nice time over there.
I like that. That
And
sounds
then-
delicious.
And then after that, me and Chris were like, what are we going to do now? And we hadn't eaten dinner yet, really. Just our little mussels. So we went back to, we were like, let's just go hang out at our hotel because it's in the dairy block. And there's like bars. And Nathan told us about this bar that's like under the dairy block called Run for the Roses. So we were like,
Right.
ooh, let's go find that.
Right.
So we went back to Dairy Block. So a little bit about that. It's located down in downtown Denver, Lodo area. And it was once home to the Windsor Dairy. Now it's a vibrant micro district, it's called, which I was like, oh my goodness, micro district is freaking all the words.
Yes.
It has 15 shops, 19 restaurants, 7 bars, a luxury co-working space, and a
So
172 room boutique hotel.
Oh.
So it was once home to the Windsor Dairy.
Whimsy.
The Windsor Dairy was known for unparalleled levels of quality and freshness and purity of milk. And was sought after by Denver's most prestigious families.
Can you imagine? Where do you get your milk? From the Windsor.
Well, yeah, everyone had fucking, like a bunch of other ones had like E. coli in it because they were fucking milking the cows in like the fucking alley. Remember that story? They were getting like fucking listeria and shit. So of course they were seeking after the best, purest milk.
That's fair.
Okay.
I forgot about that.
This was in the 20s, bitch.
I also thought they were like, well, it's good enough for the queen. It's fine.
It was probably like that too.
Probably.
So anyway, we decided to, so we walked around in Dairy Block. There's like an alley that has this like these really cool paintings, and then at nighttime it's all lit up and there's like lights in the alley, and there's like different colored lights going on, and then there's like these crazy paintings on the wall, and this one painting was like these giant eyeballs that were like glowing and changing, and it was crazy. I'll show you a video. It was crazy. It was really cool. We found Run for the Roses, which was like across the alley around this other little alley restaurant. And then there's like this restaurant that was closed, but then we had to go down an elevator, then down this other hallway. And then we got to Run for the Roses.
Damn.
It was crazy. But we actually got down there, and like, I was already like kind of drunk and kind of hungry. And I was like, we probably should eat before we like go to another cocktail bar. So we were like, all right, we know where it is. Let's just go eat.
Right.
And then once we got up there, we were like walking around. We got like a giant charcuterie, because it's a bunch of different restaurants, so you can just like go wherever and get whatever. So I got pork steam buns, and then we also got a charcuterie board, a giant one.
Nice.
And then we decided we had cake and champagne in our room, and we should just go eat in our
Stay there.
room and
Hang out.
fucking hang out. So we did that, and that's my food adventure in Denver.
It's a good little adventure.
That was probably really long. I think I talked way too long about some things.
Nah.
All right.
It was pretty good. It was
Okay.
pretty good. Well, that's good.
Well, that's...
Everyone go to Denver.
And then I was, like, so full for, like, 3 days. And then
That's
when I got
awesome.
home, I just literally laid down.
It's because you had to digest all that shit.
I did. I think I was
It sounds like you ate some good
pooping
food.
from it for 4 days.
I bet you were. You're all backed up.
Still. It was great, though.
Yes.
You gotta live it up.
You have to.
You only live once. That's a motto. YOLO. Okay? Are you ready to tell me about some fucking
am.
ghosts?
I'm ready to tell you about some ghosts. That was good, though. I liked about all the food, but now I'm hungry again.
Oh, great.
But that's okay.
Guess we're gonna have to eat chocolate cake that you made me. Shay made me a chocolate cake, you guys.
It's not even that good. It fell in the middle.
Shay, you can't be D-bar, okay? It's fine.
It's so hard to be D-bar
You
when I
can't-
just want that D.
So
Just kidding.
oh, we know that.
Joking.
You want that deep bar cake
No,
in
but
your
the
mouth.
deep part
in
is
your mouth.
pretty delicious.
You've been there, right?
Yeah, it's fucking
It's a
bomb.
JWoo fave. A lot of JWoo people, they also offer JWoo internships there.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, bitch. My friend Brianna did her internship there, and then she worked there for like 5 years after that, and she got to go to the fucking World Pastry Forum with them.
Damn.
And like to Disney World, crazy ass pastry competitions with them and shit.
That's
so,
pretty cool.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you about that
No,
before.
that's pretty bomb.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They really were a great place to work, and probably still are.
They probably still are.
They did move locations, though.
Where were they at before?
They were on 17th. Is that where you knew?
I think that's where I knew them from.
Now they're over off like Pennsylvania and like 19th.
Oh, so up a couple blocks.
Up a couple blocks, over a couple blocks. There's like a new neighborhood over there, so it makes sense. It's like, where's this neighborhood from? It wasn't here before.
They just built it on top of the bones.
Crazy. The Bone Gardens.
Slackjaw.
All right, well, are we ready? I'm ready for some ghosts. Chilling
I need to get
tales.
another refill.
Oh, I guess you do. Oh, yeah. We're not doing
Not
the same
doing this
drink.
again. No.
But guess what, guys? We finished the passion dragon fruit fucking vodka because of this goddamn Capri Sun drink. But we're happy that
We
it's
are
gone
happy.
and not.
And as for celebration, we're just gonna have a drink.
Cheers. All right.
Okay.
Welcome back to the show.
Anyway,
Did you miss us?
That was your
After
subliminal
that
message.
short, quick, but a little
Yeah, we got our
turn
little
of the page.
our drinks filled up and anyway, okay.
did.
So on to
All right.
paranormal. So
On to them.
I did. This is the story of the
lovely lady?
The which one?
A lovely lady
A lovely lady. No, it's not.
who was bringing up. Okay, I'll shut up.
God damn it. The Crescent Hotel in Eureka Springs, Arkansas. You ever heard of it?
Ooh, No.
Good. Okay.
I've heard of the state Arkansas.
Jesus.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Exactly. That's exactly
Pronounced.
how it's pronounced. Okay, so the Crescent Hotel was built in 1886 as a resort for the rich and famous, where they would go to soak in the mineral baths of the natural springs in the area. It's nice, isn't it?
What a beautiful sight.
It's true. So it's like
Not wrong.
right. So it's in the Ozarks. So it's like
Oh,
where the
fucking
some
beautiful.
hot springs and some mineral springs. So not so hot springs, but it was nice. So during construction, the hotel would claim its very first victim. So like just kind of right out the gate. You're
Did
having
you
a
say
hard
the
time.
hotel would claim its first victim?
Yes, because
The whole hotel is haunted?
yeah,
Like-
because while under the construction, an Irish stonemason, identified only as "quote unquote" Michael, fell to his death inside the space that is now room 218. So technically, it did kind of claim it. It wasn't like he probably lost his
didn't
footing.
Like eat him.
No, the hotel did not eat him.
Okay, got it.
Jesus Christ.
And just poof him into disappearance.
Exactly. Like poof, like a fart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So not long after its debut, it became financially unstable, unfortunately, and was abandoned and it fell into disrepair. In 1908, it reopened as the Crescent College and Conservatory for Young Women. It was during this time that another tragic death occurred. A young woman fell or was pushed to her death from one of the top story windows. And so there was that too. So it's kind of has this history of just being an asshole, this building.
Just takes you right off your feet.
It's literally. So due to tough economic times brought on by the Great Depression, or it was like a monster house, I'm not quite sure which, the college closed in 1934 and the hotel only opened during the summer months. So it was just a seasonal thing because
It was like Hellerman's and Dirty Dancing.
sure,
Just for the summer.
just for the summer.
Like Demi Lovato. Just for the summer.
Jesus Christ. Just like
I'm
that.
glad I rerouted it to that.
That was amazing
instead.
little choo-choo of insaneness. God damn it.
And that's how my brain works. Moving forward.
Moving forward, full steam ahead.
Onward to the dawn.
Jesus. So this is
It's
where
breezes, but that's fine.
the what?
It's breezes, but that's fine.
I'm sorry. My bad. So this is where it gets kind of good, but like, well, shitty, but you know what I mean. So in 1937, the Crescent was purchased by Norman Baker, who turned it into a hospital. That's kind of nice, right?
Okay, so wait a minute. It was a hotel.
It was a hotel.
And then it was a conservatory college, women's college.
Mm-hmm. But it is also, and I did not
it's a
mention this,
hospital.
it was just for women with athletic prowess. I don't know what that really means, but
With athletic proudness?
prowess.
Oh, proudness.
Proudness. I can't sometimes speak that word, so I
thought you
apologize.
said proudness. I was like,
No.
does that just mean people that had a lot of team spirit
They
went
did.
there?
They're like, ready? Okay.
I'm a cheerleader. It's just a school for cheerleaders.
Me. Yeah, it's great. Okay.
Awesome. Like, wow.
Back in 1934. Yeah, that's great. It's perfect.
I said, burr. I'm just kidding.
The clover turf was already hot and heavy before 1997.
Side note, I heard that new show Cheers pretty good.
I've heard so too, and I'm kind of intrigued.
I am
Although
too,
I
because
just
I love
got
Bring It On.
done with. Did you watch the documentary about Aaron Hernandez? No. I had no idea about him at all.
Who is he?
He is a football player,
Oh, yeah.
and it's a 3-parter. It's three.
He's the Patriot?
Yeah, it was a 3-part episode, and it was like only an hour long each episode, and it was actually really well done. And you're like, this motherfucker was running around like just. It was just.
Yeah, he's a fucking god. He's a football player.
Yeah. Do you know anything? Do you know anything about Aaron
I know
Hernandez?
he's a fucking Patriot.
Do you know anything about him?
No.
Okay, well, just watch the. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but like, go just watch it.
Okay.
It's good. Anyway, but that's just me, all about the murders. Okay, so so it was purchased by Norman Baker, and he turned it into a hospital, which sounds like a nice, noble thing to do. But we always know when we talk about paranormal and hospitals, and that doesn't really usually go together.
Turn a building into a hospital? Like, can you do that anymore?
I mean, it's 1937. They didn't give a fuck.
I know, they didn't know about shit. They're like, oh, there's asbestos in there.
Yeah.
Just cover it up.
It doesn't matter.
And it's a hospital now.
Exactly. So, it was also turned into, it was like a hospital and health resort. And it was, and this was kind of just a funny, hilarious side note, but he painted everything in lavender and purple. Ooh. He was very nice, and he liked the purples. He apparently drove around even in a purple car around town as well.
Wow. What
So
a
he
fancy
was a
man.
fancy, dapper motherfucker. He definitely would have had drinks at the Death and Company. For sure. Mm-hmm. For sure. He would have been like...
He is now as a ghost in the Ramble Hotel.
Probably. He's probably here, actually. So...
Great. Let's not say that.
The next thing, not here, but I mean like at the hotel. Baker actually had no medical training and had been run out of his home state of Iowa due to practicing medicine without a license.
Oh.
I mean, that's generally frowned upon, but whatever.
Well, fuck them. I'm just going to start my own hospital.
Right?
They can't tell me shit.
Again, I know I say this all the time, but like, what a time to be alive. Because like, he was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna go do. So they like, you know what? I'm gonna build my own phone. I'm gonna build my own like little phone tower. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna practice my medicine. I'm gonna go I'm gonna reinvent the wheel again. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna practice my version of medicine.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Perfect.
It's gonna be fine. He also had his own radio station in Iowa, and he also lost his license for that.
What a jack of all trades.
Yeah, there were claims that he would broadcast
Jack of all trades.
him and his mistresses having sex during the late night hours. Ooh. So they're like, yeah, you can't
on his
do
late
that.
night radio show.
Yeah, he's like, never mind.
Was that his radio show? All right, and next we have
Me
Melinda.
Banging.
We're gonna bang on the air. Let's go, girl.
Yeah. So they're like, yeah, you can't do that. So you're gonna have to go.
Sir?
Yeah, sir. Can you get off of that on-air button? It keeps going on and off.
You probably should go back to the hospital.
I don't like that. Anyway, so out of the resort, he sold cures for cancer and other ailments. People came from all over the country and believed that Norman Baker had this mysterious and mystical combination.
Norman Baker. Yeah. Like, I've heard that name.
Right? And that's what I was like, what the fuck? So I had to like look him up a little bit. I was like, holy shit. So he was just like he was a fraud. I mean, he just
fucking
yeah. But back in like in the 19th
Wizard of Oz. I was like, what's his name? Mr. Oz?
Yes, exactly. He just had his little horse and trailer, and he's like, that's a horse of a different color, and he would just like go off and he would do whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, so people would come all over, and he, just because they believed that he had this mystical combination of fresh air, which that sounds familiar, right? Estes Park. Good food.
Yeah, right when you started talking about this, I was like, oh, Estes
Right.
Park,
Family
Hotel.
Right. Exercise and an elixir that consisted mainly of alcohol. I believe it's called glycerine, carbolic acid mixed with tea brewed with watermelon seed, brown corn silk, and clover leaves could cure them from the dreaded disease of the cancers. Dead
Did it
serious. What do you think?
I don't fucking know. It was the 30s.
You just, again, what do you think?
Did they even know what cancer was then? It was probably gout or the Columbus
They
Exchange.
probably thought it was all those things. Anyway, so they all thought that it would
elixir,
work.
Shay. They work.
I mean, this is an elixir. My drink is an elixir. It reportedly made in the region of $500,000 a year. Do you want to guess what that was in the 1930s?
5 million?
Roughly $8.9 million today.
Damn.
He made that in a year.
Nice. Baker?
Yeah, nice. He examined cancer patients in the hotel's basement. Always a good sign. While charging unsuspecting families their life savings. So,
Great.
which their creepy ass basement morgue is still there to this day. It just also serves as the hotel's laundry room. So, you can go fuck yourself with your press pants, Mr. Sir Room 201.
Oh, God.
Fuck that. Okay. So,
Jesus Christ, Mary and Joseph.
So Baker operated his clinic at the Crescent Hotel for 2 years, and in 1940, so he collected a little over $16 million, which is insane. I mean, in today's money,
What?
which is crazy, right?
I mean, I guess hospitals make that much money all the time.
right, but this guy was
Not a doctor.
not a doctor,
Or a real hospital.
and he was frauding people. So,
So it's a little different, I guess.
So yeah, so Baker operated his clinic for for 2 years. And in 1940, Baker was arrested for fraud and sentenced to 4 years in Leavenworth federal prison. So he was killing people essentially. I believe it was about 200 people that came in through his doors. Yes.
Oh.
So yeah, so it was like
So they wouldn't come back. They would like go to get treated by him, and
yes.
they wouldn't be.
Let's just so he was sentenced for fraud and not murder, and he was only sentenced for 4 years. And there is no exact number of the amount of deaths, but over 200 patients came through the doors of the hospital, and at least 200 died. And he was sentenced to 4 years in prison.
Like what?
That's it.
Well, I mean, I guess they didn't have any way to know, but it's why were people still going there?
Because they had no idea. He was just again, the fraud was the
Well, at least he made $16 million one year.
What he was 2 years. What he was telling people through that's why he had quote unquote mail fraud, was because he was telling people oh my god, this elixir works and everything else, and that's what he was convicted of. Not that he killed all these people. Well, why was there a fraud? Well, because he was killing people, but they're fine, they're expendable.
But it's really because
It's whatever. So recently, some hotel staff stumbled on some old jars by one of the parking lots that looked like something from the 1930s. A dig was conducted, and they found over 400 jars of Norman's quote-unquote proof that his elixir worked, along with a shit ton of medical tools. The jars contain specimens with tumors and shit in them. He would use them in advertisements claiming the cancer was gone. And honestly, he probably was just cutting the tumors out of the dead patients. The staff had been told that these artifacts had been taken to the dump. They just didn't know that meant that they had been dumped on the hotel property. So he was using those artifacts, what they found, see, it works. And then he was taking out news articles or whatever. And that's what he got convicted of. That's what the crime was.
Oh my god.
So that's pretty
Clearly,
cool.
that was the crime.
Clearly. So in 1946, a group of Chicago businessmen brought bought and renovated the hotel, and the hotel operated for like over the next half centuries, like surviving numerous owners, hard times, and a 1967 fire that destroyed the roof line. And finally in 1977, current owners Martha and Elsie Rowanek purchased the hotel and restored it to its original 1886 self.
With ghosts and all.
And although you can still see like some of the purple chimneys and shit and accents through the hotel from Mr. Norman Baker. That's not Doctor.
Yeah. Mr.
So, on to the ghosts. So in room 218 proves to be the most spiritually active room in the hotel, and you can rent it, I guess. Employees have referred to the entity that haunts the room Michael, quote unquote. Michael. Guests have witnessed hands coming out of the bathroom mirror.
Hands in the mirror?
Yep.
It is Michael Jackson.
It is. Cries of the falling man in the ceiling. The doors opening, then slamming shut, unable to be opened again. Yeah, it's disgusting. In the hotel's crystal dining room, many employees have encountered playful spirits in Victorian dress. One holiday season, while the dining room was closed, the big Christmas tree, packages underneath, like, and all, moved from one end of the room to the other. The next morning, employees found the tree and packages moved with the chairs circling and facing the tree. Like the ghost had a little party.
That's nice.
Isn't that nice? So another time, employees returned in the morning to the dining room in perfect order, except for the menus scattered throughout the room. Let's see. A waitress looked into a huge mirror between the doors of like the dining room to the kitchen, and saw a man and a woman in a Victorian dress facing each other like as if they were in a wedding. And the groom turned and made eye contact with the waitress, and then the couple faded away. And the waitress quit her position shortly after the incident.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Goodbye. So, let's see. Another commonly reported paranormal activity is a man in Victorian clothing sitting at a table near the window saying, "Oh, I saw the most beautiful woman here last night, and I was waiting for her to return." Many have recounted seeing the apparitions in Victorian ball attire dancing around the room during early morning hours of the morning while the room was closed and dark.
I just want to see some dancing ghosts, like
right, just
like in the haunted mansion.
Yeah, that's exactly what I could.
That's all I want to see.
I was researching
if
this.
If you guys can just like do some ballroom dancing, I'll fucking join right in.
Right.
Actually, I'll probably run the fuck away from you, but it'll be pretty cool. It'll be a pretty cool story.
No matter what. So one of the workers at the hotel received a phone call coming from their recreation room in the basement, but nobody was on the other end of the line. When employees went down to the basement to check out the other end, they noticed that the phone was off the hook, but that room was locked up, and the only way to get access was to unlock it with a key that was put away on the front desk. So there was no way for that to happen, essentially.
Great.
Witnesses have reported hearing a woman screaming as if she's falling, and it's believed to be the screams coming from a female who was the student that was, like, when the building was the college for the young woman. So it was the woman who was pushed off, or she jumped, whichever.
Whatever really happened.
So, the poor cancer victims. So, several of, like, the apparitions hang out. So, Dr. Baker has been seen in the hotel lobby. He is described as a man in purple shirt and white linen suit, matching photographs of him. Just perusing. A nurse pushing a gurney residing in Dr. Baker's old morgue area is known to, like the gurney's supposed to, like, squeak and rattle down the halls of the hotel. Gross. A hotel maintenance man witnessed all of the washers and dryers mysteriously turn on in the middle of the night. The laundry room is located next to Dr. Baker's old morgue, which still contains his autopsy table and walk-in freezer. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting. There was a couple that was on, like, a ghost tour that claimed that they could hear breathing right by their ears. And he even felt a hand on the back of his head. So he quotes, "It felt as if someone took both their hands and slowly expanded their fingertips," and I'm showing this to Brie as I'm doing it, expanded their fingertips widely on the back of my head, It should be noted that they were standing right against the old morgue freezer.
No, bye.
Yeah. So
the old morgue freezer where they froze bodies?
yeah, so that's still there along with the autopsy table in the laundry room.
Let's just keep this here for
fine.
aesthetic.
It's fine. It's got a sink in here. Why would we get rid of it? It's stupid.
It's a nice folding laundry table.
Dude, recycle, upcycle.
Hashtag save the environment.
Right? Housekeepers report meeting Theodora in room 419.
Theodora.
Right? She introduces herself as a cancer patient of Dr. Baker's and vanishes after courtesies are verbally exchanged. There have also been accounts of cameras going on and off, taking pictures randomly in this room as well. Some guests who have taken the nightly tours have seen orbs of light, and some have actually fainted in the exact spot where it is claimed that a portal to the other side is located.
Ooh.
Whatever the fuck that means. Yeah.
It means exactly what it says, Shay.
The portal was discovered
Did
by
someone go into it?
2 mediums and is located directly above the morgue. She just says like she's like, I just have a feeling, which is fine. I totally believe in that stuff, but like I'm just like, okay, a portal, got it.
Hey,
all right, fine.
all those weird things happen. Maybe they're just shooting out of there.
That's true. So
just shooting right out.
Yep. So Steve Garrison, a cook at the hotel, swears he doesn't drink on the job, but also claims he's sober outside of work. So he's laying it on pretty thick that he's like, hey, guys, I don't drink.
You're a chef. You drink.
You drink, motherfucker. So, however,
You're drunk right now.
However, Garrison may have been tinted by 2 strange encounters in the kitchen of the haunted hotel's crystal dining room. One morning, while slicing and dicing vegetables, I wanted to change that, but I'm like, I can't. I could have just said prepping, but I just
slicing and
dicing vegetables. He looked up and saw a little boy with pop bottle glasses, dressed in old-fashioned clothing and knickers, skipping around the kitchen.
Oh my God, yes!
Another morning, Garrison flipped on the lights and began the day's preparations when some or all the pots and pans came flying off the hooks.
Okay, that's not cute.
Yes.
To me.
No. And best for last is a ghost cat. So he has an orange tabby named Morris. He lived from
Morris? That is a really good cat name.
Right? Not a good... She an orange tabby. And he lived from 1978 to 1994. So he's a ripe 21 years of age.
Damn.
Yeah, and he mostly hangs out in the lobby. He's been known to be felt rubbing against like guests' legs, and some even claim to feel a weight in their lap, thinking it's Morris jumping up for pets.
That's really weird and cool.
That's the short little story of the Crescent Hotel.
The Crescent
Hotel.
Ooh, that's chilling.
I suppose.
That was creepy.
Yeah, it's okay.
Fucking fucked up people pretending to be doctors and shit because it's the 30s.
Yeah.
God, they got away with a bunch of shit back then.
You get what you pay
Thank
for.
God we're like, oh, you actually can't do this kind of shit.
But they're like, also,
you idiot.
But
you fucking Yankee.
It'll be $25,000 to get a checkup. So you're like, well, you give it, you give and take.
Yeah. You give and take.
You give and take.
I mean,
whatever.
If I knew that I was gonna make $16 million by starting a fake hospital,
yeah, I'd
probably like, do the same thing.
I'd be like, well, just stop doing it that way, and then you're fine. Just don't shrug your shoulder if it hurts. That'll be $4 million. Thank you.
Perfect.
And they're like,
I have that.
Here you go. I'm like, sweet.
Right in my knickerbockers.
Exactly.
My knickerbockers. Well, Shay.
Welp.
It's been real.
It's been real,
It's been fun.
Has it?
And it's time to talk about. It's time to roll the dice.
It is. Are you gonna talk first?
But I am gonna talk first about you guys, our listeners.
You go ahead and talk.
Thanks, guys, for listening.
Always.
And if you love us even more than you thought.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Oh God.
Anyways, so if you don't already, follow us on Instagram. It's 30ish, THURDYISH. Fucking, we love when you guys like tell us when you're listening and your like little funny parts that you thought were really funny. That's always enjoyable to read. So thanks for sending those in.
It's a good time.
And yeah, if you guys have any like ideas for topics you want us to talk about, or like
Have at it.
fucking banter and ridiculously research, let us know. And we love you, and thanks for listening. We love doing this, and we're gonna roll our motherfucking dice now, because we gotta know what we're gonna talk about next time.
It's true. Okay. Here we go.
I still don't know our topic numbers.
It's okay, neither do I.
Actually, I think we do. I think I do now.
No?
Let's guess. We're gonna guess.
We're gonna guess.
Oh yeah, did you grab your phone?
It's over there, but I can get on my computer. It's fine. Tres.
It's food.
Sweet. Okay, your turn.
Okay. You're like, fuck.
I'm like, great. Great.
Here we go.
Boop.
It's the history.
It is history.
All right, well,
There you be.
History Union Station. Got it. Just kidding.
Woo!
Actually, I might do something a little different this time.
For history?
And by a little different, I mean not what I just said.
Okay. Got it.
I actually had another one I wanted to do too for history, so
Perfect.
all right. Well,
Wonderful.
thanks, y'all. We'll catch you on the flip. Flippity flop. Have a good week, and we'll see you later. Bye.